Peace in from the white holes of Dakota Territory, United States of Addiction. Stan Gibilisco here. I have acquired a viewer who continues to leave comments seemingly aimed at getting me to admit that at a certain point I would use cannabis. Well, the answer to that question is yes. At a certain point, I would use cannabis, or at least try it. If cannabis were made legal by the federal government, so there was none of this controversy between the federal government and the states, and if I were in a condition of such pain that I couldn't stand it and no other drugs had worked, or such anxiety that I had managed to achieve success with no other prescription medication or non-prescription, if everything failed and I did not need my mental capacities, if I was just a writhing ball of pain, a locus of pain in a miserable universe, and I had tried everything and my doctor prescribed cannabis, yes, I would try it. Just as I would try any drug that my doctor prescribed for any condition that I might have, after having read the side effects. Now, there are plenty of prescription medications that have been prescribed for me that I have not even tried because I've read the side effects and I did not want to run the risk of having any of those side effects. I can tell you this. The clonazepam that I'm on now, if I knew what it would do to me before the prescription was written, I would not have tried it. But if cannabis just achieved the status of any other drug, any other prescription medication in every respect, yes, then I would try it. But I do not wish to run the slightest risk of going to jail over doing anything, although I suppose all of this is kind of hypothetical, because I am not yet at this point a writhing locus of misery in a painful universe. It hasn't reached that point. I suppose that if pain gets intense enough, just about anyone will be driven to do just about anything, including trying illegal drugs, which I have never done. When I lived in Minnesota and smoked cannabis for a year in college, it was decriminalized. So the answer is yes. I imagine that under certain circumstances I would in fact try it and maybe even use it and continue to use it. But that point is not yet. And with the anxiety and all of the stuff and the problems that I have now, I am aware that pot or cannabis would do the same thing to me that clonazepam is doing, except it wouldn't get me addicted. This clonazepam is a real bad deal. All of these benzodiazepines are much more dangerous, in my opinion, than cannabis. But in South Dakota, cannabis remains strictly illegal, and I will not try it. If it became bad enough that I thought I actually had to move in order to get relief, that'd be a different story. But I've been repeatedly prodded to admit that at some point I would actually use cannabis. Well, it's not like it's against my religion. It's not like it's witchcraft or some kind of terrible thing like that. But that point is not yet. Now, as I have promised my ham radio viewers, I'll try to get back to more ham radio related and shortwave radio related and electronics related stuff as soon as I can get off of this bloody clonazepam, and to the extent that I can think straight, as well as at least talk and yammer at YouTube. But for now, I hope you're satisfied. I don't know what it is about cannabis that makes it seem like such a wonderful thing, like such a sacred thing. Well, I don't quite understand the importance of that drug over any other. But the day may come when I will be using cannabis. Stranger things have happened. Stan Gibilisco signing off, saying peace out from the white holes of Dakota Territory, United States of Advertising. United States of Admission. Until next time, so long.